Hello, my name is Jesse. This is the Auditorium. If you're new, I react to video game music as a musician myself from games I've never played or heard about. This is one of them, a new game on the series, Parasite Eve. Somnia Memorias. Cool. No idea what's going on here. Never played this. She looks cool. This is requested by Justin on Patreon, and I don't know. Sorry, I kind of got distracted, but I'm kind of just very curious about this. I think I've heard of the name Parasite Eve sounds familiar. I don't know. I never played it though, I can tell you that. Anyways, Somnia Memorias. We're outdoors. That sounds so peaceful. Does anyone else have like sleep tracks? Stuff they listen to before bed? Because Spanish. It's like sung like in a Japanese style, but it's Spanish. What's the song name? Is that a rain stick I just heard? Wind chimes. Nylon guitar. There's a guitar, but it's solely on the left side. This is interesting. Of course. It's an electric guitar. I love the wind chimes. I think there's a rain stick too. Bluesy guitar too. It's weird. A great groove though. I understand the language because I speak Spanish, but I can't hear what she's saying. Great singer though. another guitar solo. Drum break. Oh, water. So much nature. I feel like an electric guitar solo is coming. That's sexy. That's a sexy groove. Don't play this around your significant other. I will not be held responsible. Oh yeah, they know what they were doing here. I love how the guitar is like turned down. It's not the focus. You know how when you hear a song for the first time, you don't know the context? Your brain just tries to fill an image. Well, at least for me it does. I think we can all agree here that if you've never heard this before, you went to the jungle or a rainforest or something like that. Actually, yeah, rainforest. That whole thing felt like I was outside. Just walking through nature. And there just happens to be like a soundtrack following me along. I wrote a lot of notes here. So I kind of don't know where to begin. First, let's do... This was, in fact, the first, I think, I'm pretty sure it's the first Spanish song I've had on this channel. Please correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure it is. So that's unique. And I thought that too when I saw the name of the title was like Memorias, memories in Spanish. Somnia, I don't know what that is. Maybe it's a character, maybe it's her. But I was like, okay, well, you know, sometimes people just use different languages in their title. But no, that was Espanol. So that was interesting. I don't know what she was saying because I couldn't really hear her. There was a lot of noise going on and her vocals were kind of turned down. But I still knew it was Spanish, so yeah, so that's the first. What else do we got here? Okay, that was, speaking of the vocal style, you know what was, like, really interesting about that is I can't explain this. I don't watch anime at all. I don't watch a lot of, like, Japanese media, but I know you guys do. And from what I've heard of, like, Japanese music, they kind of have this singing style, both in their delivery of the vocal and kind of, like, the melody of the vocal. For example, when I first heard her speak, I thought of Minmi, you know, who sings Shiki no Uda, which, oh god, please don't, I should look this up, but I'm pretty sure it's from Samurai Champloo. I don't know. I covered it before, I know that. But it reminded me of that, kind of, like that whole vocal style. So to me, it kind of sounded like a Japanese woman singing in Spanish. I hope that makes sense. Which is cool. Regardless of what it was cool and it was very tranquil. But speaking of songs that it reminded me of, which I was thinking this kind of at first, but I was like, nah. But Madonna. She has a song called La Isla Bonita. You might have heard of this song, The Beautiful Island. It shares a couple similarities. One, Spanish title. 2, you know, woman vocal. 3, it has kind of that jungle thing going on, but also in the middle of it, there's like a little nylon guitar solo, which this one had as well. So, and I love that song, by the way. So So there was just a lot of that. There was just a lot going on in this song. For as simple as it was very sensual. It was very groovy. It made me want to kind of take a stroll and just kind of walk outside. There were so many, like, I love the sounds of nature, you know, birds, water, even just ambient, you know, just that kind of noise, even wind, the ocean, etc. And this just kind of had a little bit of everything. There was even a section where I think I heard a rain stick. I know I heard chimes, which is the really like long horizontal instrument that just cascades and sound. But I think I heard a rain stick. I could be wrong about that. I heard so many things. The rain stick, I don't even know what it is, but it's like this big thing of wood, and it has stuff in it. I wish I could tell you. And every time you move it, all the stuff comes down and it just sounds like rain. There's just a lot of things here that I haven't heard in other songs, so like really stuck out. So yeah, I wrote a lot. First Spanish song sounded kind of Japanese, sounded like Madonna, nature, really tranquil. Sorry, my camera's focusing on my hand. Yeah, just kind of all over the place. So while I was focusing on all that, I kind of forgot that this was from a game. Because I just remembered, oh yeah, Parasite Eve. Yeah, I have no idea. Just those two words together, Parasite Eve. I don't know. But I feel like I've heard that name before. Like I think this is like a popular game. Despite me not playing many games throughout my teens, you know, there's just some games that you always hear about, regardless, just based on popularity. And I think this is one of them. I could be wrong, though. But there's a whole lot of mystique here with the name. The sounds I just heard is the whole soundtrack outdoors. It's this very special spot. Why is it in Spanish? Is the whole thing in Spanish? What does Parasite Eve mean? You see what I'm saying? It was a lot to take in for a first, but I loved it. I thought it was really cool. You have to remember, out of hundreds of songs that I've heard, at some point stuff starts blending together, and you know, it just becomes more about what does each song have to offer. This one went beyond that. This stood out. You know, sticking out is kind of hard, believe it or not. And this did that. I'm going to remember this one, you know, 100 videos from now and be like, oh yeah, Parasite Eve, that was that one weird rainforest one that was in Spanish. You know what I mean? It has those characteristics about it and stuff like that that sticks with you long term. So I could see why the requester would have sent this to me, because when they first heard it, I can guarantee you they were like, what the hee-haw is going on? And then when they found out that someone reacts to video game music on the internet, they're like, I know about this one song, you know what I mean? I have no idea, I haven't spoken to them about that, but I'm just speaking for them, because that's what I would do. And that's kind of what I'm still wishing to do. I would kind of hope there would be more by now, because, you know, I want to request stuff to people to hear, but like, there's not that many of us. Anyways, I'm rambling. Thank you so much, Justin, for that. That was something. It was good, but I'm trying to think of the right adjective. It was, yeah. If you want to request a song to me, just like Justin did, you can request on PayPal, or you could subscribe on Patreon for some monthly perks, like early access and all that good stuff. If you do not want to wait in that gigantic list, because there is a gigantic list, you can join the Platinum tier, which Justin here did, and that expedites your requests to the top, and as well as your backlog if you have any. A big shout out to my current Platinum supporters: Justin, Orange, Rogue Monk, Vincent, Jester, Kevin, Thomas, Moon Knight, and your average metalhead. Thank you so much. Thank you to all my other supporters as well. It means the world to me. Thank you to you watching. Thanks to the VGM lovers across the world. My name is Jesse. More Parasite Eve, please. Until next time, dudes and dudettes, take it easy.